Hey y'all, we just wanted to hop on for a minute and do a little live video, show y'all our afternoon snack and what came in the mail. This is a little bit late, but this is our October 2020 tea box. So I do myteabox.ca. I've tried the Sips By and a few other things, and they're okay. There's nothing bad to them. This just seems to work better for what I need. You can go ahead and make your snack. Eleanor wants to have a snack while we make our tea. So she's going to have some avocado. But we're going to open up our tea and just see how I like my tea and just kind of chit chat with y'all for a few minutes. Now, in this package, this is a Canadian subscription, so it takes a little bit longer. Let me know if you need help. It takes a little bit longer to get to us, plus with the COVID, and we've had several hurricanes and weather issues. It's taken a little bit longer than expected. So they told me that it shipped on October 2nd, so very early in the month. They already were getting boxes out and everything, which is their typical. I love this company. They're really sweet. So I messaged them just the other day and asked them if they had a tracking number, something that I could follow. And they said because it's Canadian Post, there's no tracking, but they were willing to work with me and everything and see, well, you kind of cut it off kilter, baby. We got to hold on to see when it was coming in. And it came today, which is really weird. Anyway, but no matter what, I still got my October box, and it was very much needed because I'm pretty much out of tea. All right, now pull it off of there. That's a huge pit. Huge avocado. You gonna do it? Yeah. But my box for, let's see, this is October, September, ended up having a little snafu in it. So let's see. What we were supposed to get for September was, so this tea box, let me start, comes with 3 different teas. You don't do a profile, you don't tell them what kind of teas you like, you don't any of that. It's all just kind of month-based. You can't get it? So they curated just the same thing for everybody. Oh, this one's too big for it. Everybody gets the same tea, no matter your preferences, which at first I was like, I don't know that I'm going to like that because I like different teas than a lot of different people. I'm not a huge green tea person. I used to love green tea, but tea, Lindsay? No. I used to love a lot of different teas. Green teas, and then after you've had all the different types of teas, you get pretty in tune with what you like and what you don't. And green tea wasn't my favorite. Wasn't my favorite kind of tea. It just kind of tastes muddled. But there are still some good green teas that I will try. Anyway, they curated, everybody gets the same teas, and they do it very seasonally. So for September, what I was supposed to get was a warm berry muffin tea, a pumpkin spice tea, and a calm energy tea. Instead, I got 2 pumpkin spice and 1 calm energy. So this is what their little packets look like, and they have a little window in the back that you can see. This was okay. I liked it. It's just, it was a little bit too much for me to drink at night, which is when I like to have my teas more. But, and I'm not sure, let's see, there was something in it that I really liked that first cup, but whenever I went to have a second cup or a third cup in a row, it was just a little bit stout for me. You got it? No, I'll help you. So all it is, I messaged them and let them know, like, hey, I had 2 of the pumpkin spice, but I was missing the warm berry, which is the one that sounded the best to me, 2 out of the 3 of them. And they gave me a few options of what I would like to do, and I chose that I would just like to receive the missing one in my next subscription box. I don't like waste, and I don't like, there was no reason for them to have to ship out a whole box with just 1 tea when I knew I was going to stay subscribed. So this one should, like I said, usually comes with 3 teas in the box. This box should actually have 4 in it. Now, every now and again, they like to throw in a little freebie, whether it's a random tea sachet. I've had that before. Some cool little diffuser things. They have tons of different things that they'll just occasionally throw in some free items. Now, your first box does come with a cute little tea diffuser because they are all loose teas. And I've noticed that almost all of their teas are low or no caffeine. So if you like the high caffeine, this probably isn't the one for you, or specifically your only tea source. They have occasionally had some medium caffeine. I don't know that I've ever gotten a high caffeine, which I usually drink. Yeah, put it to them. I usually drink Jolt if I want some, not too much, some high caffeine teas. It's just my preference. Now, if they sent me some high caffeine teas, I wouldn't be opposed to it. They're really good, but I usually use these teas for my late night. So, we've got a little teapot here. I'm just going to reheat my water, and let's see what we got. I like saving some of my little slips, especially if I have like 1 or 2 cups. I'm kind of weird about my tea. If I have, like if I really, really love it, I just don't want to use that last cup. I don't know why, but I like to save it, and if I'm having a bad day or I just am really craving something like very fruity, I'll use that last cup up. But if I love, love, love that tea, then I hesitate to use my very last cup until I really want it. So I take the little papers that come in the box, and I write on it like what I really loved about it. So like the spring berry, it was so good, and I put it in the fridge and had it cold, and that made it even better. So just experiment with it. So let's see. Now, I like my teas sweetened for the most part, so I'm steeping some water, which you can use a stovetop kettle too. I have one of those. And then you can even just microwave some water in the microwave to heat it up. But I like my water sweetened, so I put about a teaspoon of synthetic sugar, or whatever you call it. Well, I guess not quite a teaspoon, about a half a teaspoon in for my cup. And I go back and forth between different types of sweeteners. Is basically what I find on sale, because they can be kind of expensive, but this lasts for a while. It says a half teaspoon is equal to a teaspoon of regular sugar. So that was probably about a teaspoon of regular sugar, the equivalent of it. And then my preference is I just use a teacup with a little diffuser in it, diffuser basket. This makes it easier. If I'm wanting to take a cup of tea on the road, though, I do have these little filters that I've gotten. I have some of the little metal filters that I'll use too, but if I'm heading out for the day for work, this is what I prefer, because you just put a little bit of tea in it, stick it down in your coffee mug or your tea mug, and out the door I go. By the time that I get to my first patient or my first stop, I usually have a cup of tea that's ready to drink. So, and the tea doesn't take long to heat up in our kettle either. So we're going to pour some sugar water in here, and then we're going to open our package. I'm going to choose a cup of tea out of here that we want to try. Like I said, there should be 4 teas in this this box, but typically there are 3 teas. What you need, babe? Michael's coming trying to adjust my computer for me. Give me just a second. Your avocado was good? Yeah, you got some on the table. So we're letting our sugar water sit for us. All right, so we've got that sitting there. Let's bring him. And this is how it comes every time. Cute little, so I just blacked out my address, but Canadian Coast, super cute. I'm gonna rip into it and see.
Can I rip some of it?
Yeah, beautiful. So I'm excited. I'm expecting some very seasonal teas, something with cinnamons or apple pieces or something that really screams fall. weather to us. So let's see. So yes, there are 4 in here, and this first one is so cute. It says, "Hi, sorry for the mix-up. Thanks for your patience. Love, Alyssa." I think she is. I think her official title is the tea curator, but isn't that just super sweet? She just put it on there with some washi tape. But this is the warm berry muffin that I was missing from last month. Here, let's see. Just a second. Michael. Let's see. One of the TVs is kind of loud. Let's see if I can turn it off. Can you turn off that other TV? It's distracting. But this is the warm berry that was missing, and I'm glad she ended up sending it to us. So this is a rooibos tea. Oh, and there's tons of different types. So they'll tell you a little snippet in this paper that comes with it what it's about. So they give it a cute little name. So it's the warm berry muffin, and it says this is a caffeine-free rooibos blend, brings imaginings of fresh baked warm muffin filled with juicy berries. Does it taste like home to you? So this is the one that I was most excited about. So I'm so happy that I was still able to get it. And it smells so good. I know y'all probably can't see it, but those big, huge pieces, and then you've got the little window in the back too. It tells you the steeping instructions on here as well. So a teaspoon, what, babe? Oh, it says about a teaspoon of loose leaf tea per cup of water, and it tells you the temperature of your water and everything. Now remember, this is a Canadian-based company, so it's going to be in Celsius. I just boil my water until my teapot clicks off, and it always works for me. Now, if it tells me it's a low steep tea, I'll let it sit for a minute or so before I add it in. But it also tells you how long to steep it, batch number, everything. So you know that they're fresh and they're cute. So that was technically that was last month's. So if you get the October box, that should not be in there. And I told y'all there's different free little goodies. There's a tea spout cover, which I don't know what a tea spout. I wonder. Here, let's see.
I think I know what it is.
So this is my little Insta kettle. I wonder if that's what this is, maybe?
I think.
Y'all don't laugh at me if you know. Or like that. Or maybe it's for like our stovetop kettle.
Or maybe you can use it for both. Maybe. If you're going to pour into a little cup that it doesn't fit in and it fits with that, you can put in and you can pour the seasoning to make it delicious, and you can put it on.
Ooh, be careful, it's hot.
Whoops, sorry.
But tea spout cover, this is a free little gift that they tossed in here. Y'all don't laugh if y'all know what it is. Tell me if y'all know what it is, what I'm doing wrong, or if I'm doing it right. But I wonder,
maybe
it's more likely that it goes this way. I just don't know the purpose of it. So we'll do that. We'll figure it out. I'll put it there for now.
Funny, it looks like a finger.
But different little gifts. They are all tea related, which makes sense. They're a tea company. But let's see what we have for this month. All right.
So,
yes, we will. For October of 2020, we have a spiced pear, fall carnival apple, and elegant affair. So let's pull out the spiced tea. And they always come in this box with this cute little pattern. It's just pretty. All the little cute parts make it even better. So we're going to start with the spiced pear, and we're going to figure out which one we want to try. So spiced pear is a blend. It says, here's a blend for a moment of wistful imaginings and happy reflections. In the spirit of a freshly plucked pear mingled with cinnamon and smooth base of rooibos, a warm steep of this caffeine-free blend will grace your day. It's got rooibos, cinnamon, apple pieces, pear pieces, blackberry leaves, safflower petals, lily flower petals, and natural flavors. So, and this one's caffeine-free. Let's see. Oh, so we have 2 caffeine-frees and a medium caffeine.
Can I tell you what we're going to show them today?
In a little bit. Let's talk about our teas.
Okay.
So this is our spiced pear. It's a rooibos tea. Oh, that's definitely pear. There's something else. What else there's something else. Maybe the apple. The cinnamon, like I love cinnamon. Like cinnamon's probably one of my favorite flavors for fruity things. However, in my tea, I sometimes struggle with it because it can be overpowering and kind of burn the throat. So if you're making your own tea blends too, just be careful with the spices that you add to it because they can be intense. But the cinnamon in this one smells perfect. And again, I'm not sure if y'all can see, but so pretty. So we have our spiced pear, and let's do fall carnival apple. This one might be the one we try because it just sounds good. They all sound good. So fall carnival apple. There's something nostalgic about fall time that's captured in the iconic flavor of a toffee apple. Carnivals may be canceled this year, but we're all delivering a little taste of fall time that you can enjoy risk-free. It's calorie-free too. I love that. So it says a happy diversion minus the Ferris wheel. So apple pieces, hibiscus pieces. I love hibiscus. Rose hips and natural flavors. And this one steeps for 5 minutes. So let's see. And this is a fruit tea. And these all come in resealable packages too. Have a seat, baby. Ooh, look at those huge apple chunks.
Ooh, I want them. I want to eat them.
And you can. That's the other thing about this too. Hold on. What's going to be chewy, like dried pieces. Oh, that smells so good. Oh yeah, this is the one we're trying. So huge chunks of tea and apple in there.
Mmm.
All right, it does taste good.
I got some of the black stuff.
Some of the black stuff?
Yeah.
The rose hips maybe, but those are going to be a little more red.
It's good.
Very sweet too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now this is a little bit bigger than. Well, hold on, we'll drink some. Now just remember this is, so you can eat all of this, but better to have in the tea. So we're trying the fall carnival apple. So we're going to put it in here and let that steep for a few minutes.
Mommy, can you try this big chunk, please?
Let's see. The next one we're going to try or open up is the Elegant Affair. It sounds kind of sultry. Seductive, huh? Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Why?
I think this avocado wasn't quite ripe enough because I don't want you to know what sultry means. And seductive. Those are too big of words for you. All right, there you go. So, Elegant Affair is a fancy, this is a virtual afternoon tea party. Perhaps brunch with crustless sandwiches, cookies, and shortcake. This dignified blend is perfect for such an occasion, ornate with rose and blue cornflower petals and exquisite with vanilla and bergamot essence. So bergamot, I'm not quite sure, and the blue, where was it? Blue cornflower petals? I don't know. It might, it makes it look pretty though. I guess we will see. I've never had bergamot in a tea. Well, I may have and just not known about it. But my bergamot essential oils, I would have not have thought about drinking it. Oh yeah, that's kind of intense.
This is good.
It's good? Good. Now it's a medium caffeine black tea blend. So these usually have so much flavor. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try this, but be careful with it because let's see if you can see a little bit better in my hand. But how pretty, and those blue purple cornflower pieces. It smells good, but it's definitely an intense tea. You want to smell? What you doing, crazy?
I mean, crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
So the 3 that we got for this month: Spiced Pear, Fall Carnival Apple, and Elegant Affair. Now, it's a little bit early, but we're going to try. What?
I think it's funny again.
We're going to try our tea and see how it is. It still needs a little bit more steeping time. Let's see. How long it said for Fall Carnival Apple? About 5 minutes. So while that steeps, I'm going to show y'all something else. So I told y'all I've tried Sips By and did them for a while. I even did Sips By and myteabox.ca at the same time for a while. And then just to cut back on some spending and subscriptions, I chose to cut back on Sips By. But I saved one of the last boxes and I used it to sit on top of my loose tea, just to hold extra tea goodie things. So in my Sips By box, every month it comes with one of these little muslin bags that I loved. And then it would come with a certain set of loose disposable bags. I say that. If you order, so with myteabox.ca, all the teas are loose leaf teas. They don't come in individual packages except for maybe little goodies that they do, like this jasmine wheel that they sent. I still haven't tried it yet, but this was one of the little freebies they had in their thing. Other than that, though, they're all loose leaf teas just like this. But with Sips By, you get 4 different varieties of tea in smaller quantities, and you can pick if you want all loose leaf tea, all bag tea, or a mixture of both. So I typically did a mixture of both, and when I did that, each month I got a reusable muslin bag and a few of these disposable ones. So I saved those, and you just wash these out. And then I have different tea diffusers that I've chosen over the years. These fine mesh ones are the ones I prefer because you don't have as much stuff come through. This little strawberry one, I'm not sure if this was the tea diffuser I got with myteabox.ca. I was thinking it was a little heart metal one. I don't see the heart metal one in here right now, but I was thinking that was that. I think this came in like our May, June, July, something around springtime with that spring berry or one of the fruity ones. But I have one from when I ordered also some more. Another thing that we've tried is tea drops, little tea drops. But this is the little box that I keep to keep my random bag teas and stuff in that I haven't drank up yet. So it's not really as much as it sounds like it is in here, but a lot of extra little goodies. These are the teas on this side, and these are my tea working parts. Like the things to make the tea come together. What, babe?
I'm saving my
let's see. We have some questions on here. Let's see. Welcome to Kristen's Kitchen. Welcome to Kristen's Kitchen. Ask questions that you want. I really love tea. Which one are we trying? I didn't get on right away. Oh, let's see who that's from. Miss Fallon. So the one we're trying is the Fall Carnival Apple. We got 3 different ones this week, and bear with me, this is new. This is like the first one that we've done like this. But for our October box, we had Spiced Pear, Fall Carnival Apple, and Elegant Affair. The one that we're trying today is the Fall Carnival Apple. It says it's got apple pieces, hibiscus, rose hips, and natural flavors. The card caught my eye because it said toffee apple. And plus it's a fruit tea. I love fruit and rooibos teas. So that's why we went with that one. And it should be almost ready. But I'm going to give you a little look-see. And Eleanor and I snuck a few. That's the apple one we tried. We snuck a few apple pieces out of it and ate them. So it's so good. Well, you can have a sip of my tea if you want. You want your own cup of tea? Oh, now you do. I asked her before we started if she was going to want her own cup, and she said no, she was going to eat avocado. So, of course, now she does. Maybe next time we'll be able to give you your own cup. You can, for now, you can just have a sip of Mama's.
Yeah.
So, Smell it. You don't like it?
It smells like heat a little bit.
It smells like heat? Well, here, keep your nose there for a second and then sniff. So you get past the heat. You smell it now? It is really good. Like I said, after all these months, I think there's only one or two that I've been like, maybe not. There's never been one that I've just completely said, I take that back. There was one that I was like, I just didn't like at all. It was a very yellow, I think it had that blue cornflower or yellow cornflower in it too. But it was something recent that we got, like an August or September box. I can't remember. It didn't say like curry on it, but it kind of really made me think the color of curry with some big, large pieces. But I think I had 2 cups out of it because I like to try it different ways and not just say from the very beginning I don't like it. It's still pretty hot, but out of all of this, but I've been doing them for a while, that one is the only one I don't like. I'll look because I know I still have it over in my canister and see which one it was. Oh, Sissy, come taste. It's good. It is hot, so take a little sip. This is good.
I want a little straw.
It's going to really burn that way. You don't have to try. This is delicious, though, y'all. This, I don't know if it's going to trump their spring berry that they had, but this is going to be good. And for no caffeine, you can hold it with both hands. Just be careful. It's warm. It's awesome. It definitely, y'all, I'm addicted to smelling this. I can smell it with the cup right there, but it smells so good. If you haven't tried this subscription box, I would definitely recommend. I'll have to check my emails or their account and see if there's coupon codes. If there are, I'll put it down in all the information after we close this all out. But if not, I'll even put the website in. Even if there's not a code, it's still worth it. Now, it's also in Canadian dollars. So it'll say it's like 21 or 23 or something Canadian dollars, and it's not. It's based off of the exchange rate. So I think most months it costs me about $18-ish for the whole box, which is very worth it for crafted, curated teas, at least in my opinion. And I love my teas. So for us, it's worth it. It says, I know just from the sound of that it would be really good. Fall flavor, yes, and especially fruit teas. Fruit teas, fall teas. You want some more? Let me take a sip first.
Good.
Fall teas, fruit flavor teas, rooibos, they're just something warming about them. And this one, it does, I don't know if I'd say toffee apple like they said, well, they've said fall carnival apple, but definitely like a sugar sweetened apple.
Good.
And it's not the typical nutmeg apple that you would think in with it. But we're going to close it out about here. We hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll have so much information down linked for y'all below. But we just wanted to stop in and say hey and have a good drink. What you doing?
Yeah, there's a comment down below with my fingers.
Oh yeah. She watches a lot of YouTube. She said comment down below. What's your other thing you'd like to do? Hit the like button if you liked it and subscribe.
Right there.
And subscribe right there wherever she says it is. She's the YouTube genius. But thank y'all for joining us. If you have any questions about the subscription, I'm just a tea lover. I'm really not affiliated with them or anything at all, but they're just a good company, and I love supporting good companies and good people.